So question 1 in the Google form is going to read, the two triangles below are similar. Find the missing side length. So in this case, we want to find the missing side length. And in this case, we're looking to solve for x. Now remember from the live lesson, it's telling us the triangles are similar. So we know, well, A, they're the same shape, but also B, the ratios of corresponding sides are equal. And remember, we have a couple sets of corresponding sides. We're going to be using the fact that the ratios of corresponding sides are equal to help us find the missing side length. So we have a set of corresponding sides here, and we have a set of corresponding sides here. And we also, you might say, what about the bottom of our triangle? Yeah, there's a set of corresponding sides here as well. There's no side length, so those aren't going to be helpful for us to solve for x, but they are corresponding sides. So we're going to set up two ratios that are equal. So our first set of corresponding sides are, we have x and 8. Those sides are corresponding sides. So x to 8 equals, and my second set of corresponding sides I'm going to use are 4 and 16. 4 to 16. Now remember, we said in the live lesson, we have to make sure we're setting up our proportions consistent. Our ratios are consistent. We have x for triangle 1, 8 for triangle 2. 4 for triangle 1 on the left, 16 for triangle 2. So they match up. Next, we're going to cross multiply. X times 16 is 16x. 4 times 8 is 32. Divide by 16, we get x equals 2. So we know that's our final answer, x equals 2. Now you might have used the scale factor to solve the problem. We said in the live lesson it does work if you use the scale factor. We want to practice using proportions because sometimes it's easier to use the proportion method, especially when we're dealing with decimals and kind of weird numbers. Okay, so practice using that proportion method. For our second problem in the Google form, we have triangle UVW is similar to triangle XYZ. So find that UV side, in other words, solve for x. Now once again, they're telling us the triangles are similar, so we know corresponding sides, ratios of corresponding sides are equal. We're going to use that to help us find or to help us solve for x. So we have two sets of corresponding sides here we're going to use. We have this UW side and this XZ side, 20 to 4. And our second set of corresponding sides we're going to use, we have this UV and this XY. So we're going to set up two ratios. We have 20 to the corresponding side, 4 equals x to 7. We have our proportion. Now we're going to cross multiply to solve. 20 times 7 is 140. 4 times x is 4x. Last but not least, we're going to divide each side by 4. When we divide each side by 4, we're going to end up with the side length. X, in this case, equals 35. So in this last problem, we have the two triangles below are similar. Find the missing side length. So once again, they're telling us the triangles are similar. So we know the ratios of corresponding sides are equal. We're going to set up a proportion to solve. So we have a couple sets of corresponding sides, and we're asked to find x. So we want to solve for that missing side length. So we have, it looks like, a set of corresponding sides here. We have a set of corresponding sides here. And last but not least, we have a set of corresponding sides at the bottom of those triangles. Okay, we just need two ratios. So let's set up two ratios. So let's look at those red corresponding sides. So we have a side length of 4.5 to a side length of x. I'm going to set up the ratio 4.5 to x. Okay, once again, coming from our corresponding sides. Equals, now we have two options here. We could use 7.5 and 5 or 6 and 4. We just need another ratio to set equal to. Now the 6 to 4 is a little easier to work with, so I'm going to use the 6 to 4 ratio. A little easier to work with. We cross multiply to solve, so we do 4.5 times 4, and in this case we end up with 18. And then x times 6 is 6x. Divide each side by 6, we end up with x equals 3. So our final answer would be 3.